As usual, members of Christian families dress up in their best attire, happily attend the Easter Sunday service in churches. Their joy turned into unbearable sorrow. When three churches, St. Anthony's Church in Colombo, St. Sebastian's Church in Negombo, and the Zion Anglican Church in Batticaloa, became the targets of the terror attack, killing more than 250 people and injuring around 600 more. Members of a local Islamic extremist organization were identified as the perpetrators. Even though ISIS claimed responsibility for the atrocities. Furthermore, bomb blasts in 3 luxury hotels in Colombo gravely affected the country's economy, dependent to a larger extent on tourism. The government had to take emergency action, deploying the police and security forces to prevent any further attacks. Curfew was declared. Schools were closed indefinitely, and people were too afraid to travel to work. Suspicion, fear, and anger entered into the minds of the people, especially against the Muslim community in Sri Lanka. However, due to the strong leadership and advice of His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit, Archbishop of Colombo, to the masses, and his visits to see the injured, discussions with other religious leaders, and visits to the mosques, helped to maintain calm and prevent any reprisals against the Muslims. In the meantime, Caritas National Center, in coordination with Caritas Colombo, the Faith Animation Team, and the Family Apostolate, along with many priests, nuns, and volunteers, held discussions and planned psychological and pastoral support programs. Several groups, including priests, visited the houses of those who lost their lives. And Holy Mass was held in more than 40 locations. This gesture gave great relief to the Catholic families, as this was the first time in history where all churches in the country were closed and no masses were held for 2 weeks. Following an initial base assessment, the program expects to provide support in the areas of medical needs, psychological counseling and accompaniment, pastoral follow-up activities, long-term educational support to children who lost their breadwinners, and overall coordination assistance. While the threat of further attacks is still looming, and no official confirmation of safety and security is issued, stories of sorrow and grief are shared by family members of the victims of of the bomb blast. Among them are a few non-Christians. It is heartening to see Catholics in Sri Lanka display their commitment and attitude towards the words of Jesus Christ. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. May the risen Prince of Peace bring healing, reconciliation, and peace to this blessed island. My peace I give you.